Welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at the Firecracker Flower.
Ooh, Firecracker Flower.
Yeah, Crossandra infundibuliformis,
Oh, right.
if we're being all scientific about it.
I love it when we get all sciencey.
And our deep dive today comes from qianmeng.org.
Okay.
It's a blog by Ang. And Ang is he calls himself an old software plumber,
Okay.
but also
A techie.
a very dedicated gardener.
Oh, wow. So he's got like a secret passion.
So we're going to be drawing from his blog post from February 15th, 2025,
Right.
where he details his experiences growing Crossandra infundibuliformis.
Interesting. So we've got a tech mind applied to the
Yep.
world of plants. This is going to be good.
Exactly. And what makes this even more interesting is that he starts off his blog post by saying that he finds the Firecracker Flower uninspired.
Uninspired, really. So we've got a seasoned gardener who's not impressed by a flower known as the Firecracker Flower. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, let's start with what he actually describes about the flower. He says it has these really distinctive fan-shaped flowers.
Okay.
And they're tubular.
Tubular.
Yeah, and they open into like 3 to 5 rounded petals.
Gotcha.
And in his picture, they're this really beautiful shade of pink.
Oh, so we're not talking about like a drab
No.
little brown flower.
This is
It's got some color to it.
it's a vibrant flower,
Okay.
and he also mentions how the flowers are arranged.
Okay.
They have this spike-like structure called an inflorescence.
Inflorescence.
Yes, where all the flowers kind of come together.
Okay.
And it has these overlapping brownish bracts.
Bracts? No, those are the...
They're kind of like little leafy scales.
Gotcha. So they add like
Yeah.
another layer of visual interest there.
Exactly. And then he goes on to talk about how the plant lacks symmetry.
Lack of symmetry.
And that seems to be a sticking point for him as a gardener.
Yeah, symmetry, it's that sense of balance.
Yeah.
Like everything's in its right place. It's very appealing in nature.
Yeah, you see it everywhere from, the human body
Right.
to like snowflakes.
To a perfectly formed leaf.
Exactly. But does that mean that something that's not symmetrical is automatically uninspired?
That's a good question. Maybe there's another kind of beauty at play here.
Right, maybe there's a different aesthetic that we just haven't considered yet.
Exactly. A hidden charm we need to uncover.
And that actually leads into his next point, which is that he plans to use Crossandra infundibuliformis as a test plant.
Oh, a test plant.
Yeah, for evaluating microclimates.
Okay, so that's interesting. He's moving beyond just how it looks.
Yes.
It's how it functions in his garden.
Exactly.
Tell me more about these microclimates. What are we talking about here?
So imagine your garden,
Okay.
not just as like one big space,
Right.
but as all these little pockets
Little pockets.
with slightly different,
Oh, so like climates.
like microclimates.
Yeah, exactly. So like a south-facing wall might be warmer and drier than like a shady spot under a tree.
Which would be cooler and more humid. Exactly. And so he's basically using the Crossandra to map these microclimates out.
Clever. So he's looking at how the plant thrives or struggles in different locations to get a sense of these little microclimates he's got going on.
Exactly.
Very cool. Almost like he's hacking his garden.
In a way, yeah.
Using data and observation to optimize his approach.
It's a very unique perspective.
I like it. It's like botany meets tech. And it makes you wonder what else he's going to discover about this so-called uninspired plant.
That's a great point. There's definitely more to uncover here. It's like he's got this whole secret world going on right there in his backyard.
Right under our noses.
And we just never noticed it before.
It's fascinating how something so small can have such a big impact.
Like a little pocket of warmth can make all the difference for a plant.
Absolutely. And those pockets, they can be created by all sorts of things.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Well, think about it like a south-facing wall. It's going to soak up all that sun, and it radiates that heat back out.
Creating like a little...
Yeah, a little warm haven.
Oh, okay.
Perfect for plants that love to bask in the sun.
Like lavender.
Exactly. Lavender, rosemary, those kinds of things.
So that's why my herbs always do better when they're near the house.
Makes sense, right? They're getting that extra bit of warmth they crave.
And what about shady spots? Like under a tree?
Under a tree, you've got a whole different microclimate. Cooler, yeah.
And probably more humid.
Exactly. Perfect for plants that like it a little more damp and subdued.
Like ferns.
Ferns, hostas, those guys love a bit of shade.
It's amazing how much variation there can be even within a small space.
Isn't it? It's like a whole little ecosystem all its own.
And it's all thanks to these microclimates.
Precisely. And what's really cool is how Ang is using the Crossandra to map them out.
Yeah, it's like a living sensor.
Exactly. He's observing how it grows in different spots,
Right.
seeing where it thrives and where it struggles.
And that tells him
It tells him a lot, yeah, about the unique conditions of each microclimate.
so smart.
It is right. It's like he's speaking the language of plants.
And then he can use that knowledge to choose the perfect plants for each spot.
Exactly, maximizing their growth potential, creating this harmonious little garden.
It's like he's solving a puzzle.
A beautiful green puzzle.
And it all started with that observation about the lack of symmetry.
You know, it's funny, we keep coming back to that.
Intriguing.
It is. Why do you think we humans are so drawn to symmetry anyway?
Yeah.
Especially in nature.
I don't know. I guess it's just visually pleasing.
Yeah, there's a certain order to it, right?
Balance.
Balance, harmony.
It just feels right.
It's like looking at a perfectly formed snowflake.
Or a butterfly's wings.
Exactly. It's satisfying.
But does that mean that asymmetry is inherently bad?
That's a good question. I mean, think about it.
Some of the most beautiful things in nature are asymmetrical.
Like a gnarled old tree. It's
Yeah.
all twisted and bent, but it's still beautiful.
Or clouds.
Clouds. Yeah. Always changing shape, never symmetrical.
But they're stunning.
Exactly. So maybe asymmetry has its own kind of beauty.
A different kind of charm.
Exactly. And maybe that's what Aang will discover with his Crossandra.
Yeah, maybe he'll find that its asymmetry is actually what makes it so special.
Once he finds the right microclimate for it.
Right. It's all about finding the right fit.
And maybe that's a lesson we can all apply to our own lives.
That's a good point.
Not everything has to be perfectly symmetrical to be beautiful.
And sometimes it's the imperfections that make something truly unique.
Exactly.
Like that.
Me too. And speaking of unique, let's get back to Aang's microclimate experiment.
Okay.
What kind of practical insights do you think he might gain from this?
And how can our listeners apply those insights to their own gardens? I'm ready to put on my gardening gloves and start experimenting. So how can we actually use this microclimate knowledge?
Well, it's all about observation, right?
Okay.
Like Aang is doing with his Crossandra. He's paying attention to how the plant responds to different conditions.
Right.
And then he can use that information to create the ideal environment.
So it's not just about sticking a plant in the ground
No, it's about understanding its needs.
and finding the perfect spot for it.
Exactly. You got to think like a plant.
Get inside its head.
Yeah. Feel the sun on your leaves.
A wind in my stems.
That's the spirit.
So with the Crossandra, what kind of things might Aang discover?
Well, he could find that it prefers a certain level of moisture in the soil.
Okay.
Or maybe it needs protection from the wind.
Or maybe it loves that hot afternoon sun.
Right. And once he knows those things...
He can create the perfect little microclimate for it.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe the Crossandra will reward him with a spectacular display of blooms.
Even though he thought it was uninspired at first.
It's funny how our perceptions can change.
Yeah, once we get to know something better.
Absolutely. And, you know, this whole idea of microclimates, it really opens up a world of possibilities for gardeners.
You can grow things you never thought possible.
Exactly. Like imagine turning that shady corner,
Which is always a problem area.
into a fern paradise.
Or that scorching hot patio.
Into a Mediterranean herb garden.
It's like you're painting with plants
Using the canvas of your garden.
to create these little pockets of beauty.
I love that analogy. It really captures the essence of microclimate gardening.
And it's all thanks to Aang and his Crossandra.
Right. Who would have thought that this seemingly uninspired plant
Would lead us down such a fascinating path.
It's a good reminder that there's always more to learn.
And that even the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary secrets.
Exactly. So keep exploring your gardens.
And pay attention to those microclimates.
You never know what you might discover.
Well, that was a great deep dive. I learned so much about microclimates and the Crossandra infundibuliformis.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I think it's safe to say that we've all expanded our definition of beauty a little bit today.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe we'll even be inspired to try some microclimate gardening ourselves.
I know I am. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. Until next time, keep those gardening gloves handy and those minds open to the wonders of the natural world.